danger zone. All right, guys. This is what's the date today? It is Tuesday, October 12th, and it is 1 p.m. Central Time here in Western Kansas. I'm currently in Woodward, Oklahoma. This camera looks a little dirty. Hold on. Might have a fingerprint on it. Oh, yeah, okay, that's better. Currently have a severe weather threat this evening. Western Oklahoma, Western Kansas, and even into the Texas Panhandle a little bit, Eastern Texas Panhandle. So severe weather threat exists this evening. Storm Prediction Center has an enhanced risk right now with a 10% hatched tornado risk. And I am in Woodward, which is kind of, but there's two target areas I'm kind of watching, which it's actually three target areas I'm kind of watching. One of them being right here in Woodward, or maybe a little bit to the south, to the northwest and southwest Kansas, watching that area as well for tornado threat. And then down into southwest Oklahoma, there's also a possibility down there we could see storms. And I've been looking at the weather models through the morning. And sorry, I just had a fake alert for fraud. I don't even have that bank. I've been looking at the weather models through the morning. Let me bring those up, and I'll show you these. So this is the HRRR weather model for 01Z. So just after dark, a little after dark, about 8 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m., has these storms firing here in southwest Oklahoma, and also stuff already fired in Colorado coming into Kansas. And we'll step it back here a little bit. Actually, let me go to the previous model run. So at 15Z, that's the 16Z run. At 15, the previous runs on the HRRR, you can see now, look at this. This is showing the reflectivity, the updraft helicity. And there was this really monster supercell that's been firing in southwest western Kansas all morning on all the model runs. And now just in this latest run at 16Z, so that's the 15Z run. We'll step it back to the 14Z run. There it is again on the 14Z run, a little further south, even a little earlier. These storms fire. So this is a little bit like right before dark, they were firing down here. So I was kind of leaning towards that, but I was sitting here. Woodward's more like up in here. Storms down here. Woodward up in here. So I've been watching the evolution of these models, looking at surface observations as well. So I've also got up the visible satellite here. And if we look, it's cloudy here, as you can see. Let me turn the camera around. Look outside. See, it's pretty dreary here, pretty cloudy. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but pretty cloudy here. Moisture is apparently racing to the north. Moisture plume, I can see it on radar. Moisture coming our way, so I can even starting to feel it outside a little bit. But if we look at the visible satellite, we look here. Okay, so I'm in western Oklahoma here, where you can see it's all socked in with clouds here. But this southwestern Kansas doesn't have any clouds. It's getting some sun there. So I'm watching that to see how that's going to cause these storms to unfold and their potency and whatnot. Here's the surface observations I've been looking at. You can see the moisture making its way here. We've got, this was a little bit older run, but 60 dews already making their way. Mid-50s to 60 dews already in southwest Kansas. Looks like up in Woodward here, it's low 50s. And then into southwest Kansas, some low 50s. Further north you go, it starts dropping off into the mid-40s dew points. But moisture is making its way here into western Oklahoma, western Kansas. One of the ingredients needed for the severe weather this evening. Switch to the My Radar app here. Now here's the danger zone as the My Radar app has it. It's kind of a glare on my phone. This is my location here in Woodward in the enhanced risk 10% tornado hatch all through western Kansas, western Oklahoma. I've been to western Kansas. Already some storms this morning a little bit. Real weak, just rain showers. Let's see what else I can show you guys here. So my current thinking right now is I'm targeting this potential for this supercell to fire that the models are showing. Let me go back to the latest run on the models. Oh, a new run of the HER is coming through. Let's see, we can see up to 20Z. The earlier runs of the HER I don't think had this morning convection that we're seeing here, and now it's starting to have it. Yeah, western Kansas looks pretty good too, although it's more of a line there. Oklahoma Panhandle gets in on the action. But all of this is really going to be after dark. And then here's that big supercell on the last run. You can see it here. It's right near Woodward. It's like right just south of Woodward maybe. But well after dark, but it's a discrete monster supercell. It's discrete. So even though it's dark, it still could see the tornado in the lightning and whatnot. So I'm gonna go. I need to get some. My gas is pretty good, but I need to get some air in my tires. My two rear tires. The left one has been leaking air for a really slow amount of air for quite a while, and now suddenly, just the other day, the rear right one's starting to leak air. I think I got a nail or something in there, a screw. I'm gonna go find a gas station and air these tires up. See if I can't find where that screw is at. But I'm here right now in Woodward, Oklahoma, where we are currently under threat for severe weather and tornadoes this evening. Tried to stay in the hotel a little longer. I had a late checkout. I was in there taking care of some administrative tasks for the Storm Chaser, Aaron J. Extreme Storm Chaser YouTube channel and business. I sent a print to Gaming Guy. I believe it was Gaming Guy. He sent me his address. So Gaming Guy has got a new print on his way for becoming an EF5 member on the channel. So congrats, Gaming Guy. He gets the print of this is the print I've been handing out this season, is the lightning bolt over sunflowers print. So that's the one everybody's been getting. That becomes an EF5 member. Or I sent some to the mods as well. And then we were doing giveaways. We had some giveaways. Wichita, Kansas should probably get some storms, but it'll be way later. Probably after midnight type time frame or so. Yeah, Wichita is in the far eastern edge of the enhanced risk. So Wichita is definitely going to have a risk tonight, but like I said, it'll probably be late, like after midnight, and it could just be a real nasty squall line at that point with embedded rotations. So initially the storms, there could be some discrete storms, but the expectation is they're quickly going to grow into a line, go linear, grow into a line, and damaging winds will become the main threat as I sweep eastward. At this cell, I'm kind of targeting here in the Woodward area. It's out ahead of the line. It's discreet and out ahead of the line for a while before it'll eventually become part of the line or be overtaken by the line that approaches it from the west. They mentioned in the Storm Prediction Center does mention in the outlook that the moisture is arriving earlier than expected. So that, if you're looking to see a storm, that's a positive thing. I don't want to turn here. So they were talking about potentially upgrading to continue to get that moisture early enough. And that warm sector can come together. That semi was just going to plow me right over, I guess. Hey, there's a little pizza place in here. Okay, where's the air? Gotta find the air station. Air? This looks like air over here. There's no sign for it, but it looks like air. Look at that. See that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to swing by Discount Tire after this chase. Get these tires patched or replaced. I got the warranty on them, so. Oh, I don't know why I'm opening my gas tank. Alright, let me get some air in these tires. It smells like barbecue out here. It smells really good. I might have to get barbecue today. I can smell this. That's air. Yeah, I smell a smoker. It smells so good. Oh, a little too much at 41 psi. Alright, got it down at 38. Gonna need a rotation too on these tires. right, the two rears are at 38, front left's at 37, front right's at 35. So tires are good enough for the chase. Keep an eye on how fast that back right one's leaking. All right, so for those just tuning in, we're just doing a little danger zone discussion here. And I'm in Woodward. In Woodward, Oklahoma. And the Storm Prediction Center has an enhanced risk for severe weather this evening with a 10% hatched tornado area. And Woodward here, there's three target areas I'm kind of watching. There's southwest Kansas, there's northwestern Kansas, like here Woodward, northwestern to central that I'm watching, and then southwest Kansas. And the models all morning were showing a possibility for some supercells down in southwest Kansas and earlier in the day, so just before sunset, so actually some daylight that will allow us to be able to see these storms a little better. Everything else is mostly a nocturnal event, firing after dark. And hey, Canuck Girl, thank you. Appreciate that. Most of the stuff fires after dark. Actually getting some sun here now in Woodward. But everything's mostly a nocturnal event. Maybe something will fire up early in the day, right before sunset. But most likely what we'll see here, storms initiate at dark or just after dark, and a line from extreme northern Kansas and the western part of Kansas down to the southwestern corner of Kansas, through parts of the Oklahoma Panhandle, and even in parts of extreme eastern Texas Panhandle into western Oklahoma here in Woodward, further south down to Elk City, even further down. The risk goes all the way down to Texas. The enhanced is a little bit further north from that. I believe it. See where it ends, but I believe it ends about Elk City area. No, the enhanced does go all the way down to Altus now, so further south than Elk City. Slight risk extends down to Wichita Falls, Texas, Childress, Texas, Vernon, Texas, Clarendon, Pampa, Spearman, all part of the risk area, the extreme fringes of the risk area. Here in Woodward, I've been watching the models, and earlier there wasn't really much going on here in the Woodward area until later as the line comes through, and cells were firing further to the south, kind of near the Elk City area. Some supercells that were shown on the models there firing. Also into western Kansas, eastern Colorado, and supercells in a line, probably a line with embedded supercells before it goes fully linear and just squall line comes across Kansas. But watching those three areas, so southwest Kansas, Woodward area, and southwest Oklahoma. And the latest model run for the HRRR no longer has those cells really firing down there, or at least not as bullish on them, not as potent. And it has more of a discrete single cell up here closer to Woodward that comes through probably like late, like 8-9 o'clock p.m. tonight. But that smoker really smells good for the barbecue. I need to track that down. But so I'm watching the evolution of the storm here through the afternoon into the evening. It's already 1:30, so it's already pretty late into the day. Normally on a storm chase, you'd already starting to be looking for storms to fire here soon, but this is a later event. I'm not going to be expecting anything to fire until closer to dark, so I've just been taking my time here this afternoon here in Woodward. Got myself some Twister's coffee from the Twister's coffee shop. There's a little tornado there, so check that out. So I'm just enjoying this really big coffee. I wasn't expecting it to be this big. And hanging out here in Woodward. And I may still, go to southwest Kansas. We'll see. The other thing that's happening today is the first winter storms of the year. Wyoming, Deadwood, South Dakota area. You see there's all the winter warnings that are up there. So I was looking at possibly that chase target. Let's see, winter storm warning. "12 inches of snow or more up there in those areas." So big snow tonight on the northwest side, on the cold side of the system. I almost decided I might want to chase that winter weather. Go get into. I like chasing blizzards, so I almost decided to do that instead of the severe event here today. But I was thinking about that. The Storm Prediction Center still had just a 5% tornado risk. That didn't look like the moisture was really returning. So I was kind of leaning towards the winter weather. But now that we have this better moisture flowing here towards western Oklahoma into Kansas, and the Storm Prediction Center also agrees that it looks like a better opportunity for tornadoes now, I'll probably stick it out here and stick to the severe. But I probably could still leave now and make it to the winter weather in Deadwood, but I'm also already here in Oklahoma. So I would hate to. The worst thing I could do is, I don't mind missing snow, but I would hate to leave the target area where there's tornadoes, and then there ends up being good tornadoes, and I was already here, and then I left it for snow. So that would be pretty dumb, I think. Well, we're getting sunny here now. I was worried about earlier. It was pretty cloudy, no sun, but now we have some sun coming through here in Woodward area. I'm gonna look at the visible satellite again. Maybe some of the clouds have baked off. It's still pretty cloudy in western Oklahoma. Might have to do another one of these updates. I'm doing for the Facebook people here. Let me get my other mount up. I'll do an update for Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Hey, Renessa Reed, welcome to the club. Members Club. EF3, nice. Loving that. Yeah, I might have to go find this barbecue and do a food review video for you guys. Let's see, I'm gonna give it the same title that I gave this video. What did I call this thing? Can't see it yet. right, bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to live danger zone discussion, severe tornado threat, Oklahoma/Kansas today. It's a hell of a title. Live danger zone discussion. Severe and tornado. Tornado. Threat. Oklahoma/Kansas. Done. Okay. Going live on Facebook too. And we'll do another little update here. Once I build a little bit of a crowd. Okay, here we go. We're getting building a crowd here on Facebook and YouTube. So for those just joining in, or for the folks on Facebook, I'm here in Woodward, Oklahoma today with a severe weather threat. The Storm Prediction Center has issued an enhanced risk for portions of western Oklahoma, mostly all of western Oklahoma, portions of the eastern Texas Panhandle, up into western Kansas, all of western Kansas, all the way up to Nebraska, has an enhanced risk for that severe weather. Let me just bring it up here. And this enhanced risk, it goes even into central Kansas, so well into central Kansas, almost all the way. Wichita is on the eastern end, so it's been extended a little bit. But we'll bring up the My Radar app here. And I'll show you guys on the My Radar app if I can get, there's a bit of a glare. There we go. I am the little blue dot in Woodward, Oklahoma, and that enhanced risk goes to my south, up to my north, up into Kansas, and well east and west of my current location here. Oop, swapped out of it. Hold on. So the enhanced risk is this darker area here, and then there's a slight risk surrounding that with a little bit lower risk chance, but looking, showing the people on YouTube, but it's looking like the storms are going to be it's going to be a nocturnal event, so storms won't fire initiate till after dark in western Kansas, western Oklahoma, eastern Texas Panhandle, and they'll make their way to the east. And initially these storms could be a little bit more discreet, eventually forming a line of storms that sweep across from west to east across Kansas, Oklahoma, into the evening through the night, well after midnight. So parts like Wichita that are on the far eastern side of this threat area probably won't be getting storms until after midnight. So it's important tonight to make sure you have weather alerts on. If you go to bed, make sure you have your apps on, like the My Radar weather app, with those alerts turned on so you'll get warned if severe weather does come through your area. I've been watching the weather models through the morning, and initially, so I'm here in Woodward, there's 3 areas that I'm watching. There's here in Woodward where I'm at. Southwest Kansas, I was also watching that as a potential area to target, and then down into southwest Oklahoma. And some of the models, the HER was showing some supercells firing down there in southwest Oklahoma, even before dark, so when there was still some light, so which was a big reason to maybe try and target down there, because I'd be able to chase some storms before it gets dark. All the model runs this morning were showing that, and then this last run on the Her, it dropped those supercells. It wasn't firing them anymore, or was firing them a little bit later, a few more hours later, and not quite as strong. But now, and then also in lieu of that, supercell closer here to Woodward firing after dark, that would be discrete supercell, would really be worth chasing. So I'm watching that. Then I'm also, I think someone wants to get some air in their tires here, and I'm parked in the way. But following that, let me just move out of them as I think they're honking at me. I don't know what they want to do. But yeah, so watching, yeah, they do want to get air, and I was in the way. So watching Southwest Kansas, just in a parking lot here, but I got to find that bar. Someone's got barbecue around here. I smell smoker, and it smells phenomenal. I need to track that down for a Storm Chaser food review video. So watching Southwest Kansas, watching the Woodward area, and watching Southwest Oklahoma. And I'm currently here in Woodward, and I'm just sitting tight since it's a late event. It's 1:30 right now. And I don't smell the barbecue this way. I'm just going to park on this side of the parking lot, away from the air. So watching the evolution of the system through the afternoon and the evening to make a decision on where to chase. Maybe I'll just stay here the whole time in Woodward, or maybe I'll go down to Southwest Oklahoma, or even into Southwest Kansas. Let's see what if there's a model run update here. Let me just show you what I'm looking at as far as model runs. So here is the HRRR model. And so I'm watching this supercell here. Big supercell all by itself near Woodward. Woodward's somewhere up in here. So very close to Woodward. Watching that supercell there. And then you see further up into western Kansas, a little bit more of a line with embedded supercells, a little bit messier, less organized up into western Kansas. Let me see if there's another. Okay, the 17Z may have, yeah, 17Z has finished loading. Okay, so here we go. Here's another update. So the 17Z puts Woodward right in the hot spot. It brings this cell a little bit further north now, closer to right over the top of me where I'm at here in Woodward. There it is now. So as of now, I'm gonna sit tight in Woodward. There's also fire some cells up into South Kansas. And what I like about these storms is you can see further back behind them to the west is where the line is at. A little bit less chance of tornadoes there. Higher probabilities here for this discrete supercell here. So this is what I'm going to be targeting here this evening. Let me step back an hour or two to see when it initiates and where it initiates. And we'll look at the NOM 3KM model. Okay, so it has it initiating 01Z, 00Z. So basically between 00Z and 001Z, so between like 7 and 8 p.m. So between 7 and 8 p.m. Central Time. What time is sunset? Sunset is 7:05 p.m. here in Woodward tonight. So right at sunset to the west of Woodward along the Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle state line has these storms initiating. Hold on a second. It's sunny as well. It's really getting blue sky now. Looking north, that's to the west. Really blue sky to the west now. Clearing out. The winds are picking up. Yeah, so the current HRRR model brings that storm right through Woodward. So I'm in a good spot here in Woodward. This is probably where I'll stay for now. Wow, the wind is really getting strong now. Now, let me look at the NOM 3KM. non-nest. 12Z was the last run. So the NOM is a little bit further back to the west, less discreet, less organized. Now, the HER was a little bit more accurate the other day with the severe weather threat, so I'm kind of leaning towards the HER. Seems to be a little bit more dialed into what happens in reality. Oh yeah, that wind has really picked up. Crazy how that sun came in and then the wind. Let me turn the camera around, you can see what it looks like out here. So, to my east, hold on, I'm going to show the Facebook guys first. To my east, it's cloudy and dark. This is what was over the top of me all morning here. We're right on the boundary here. And then to my west, blue sky and sun. So this must be part of the moisture plume making its way up here, and everything just kind of coming together. Dry air probably coming through. Moisture plume just to my east, dry air on the west side here. Hey, babe. There's to the east, cloudy and dark. And then west, we've got sun. So we're right over the top here. Right on the boundary here of the clouds and open sun here. So I'm liking this Woodward area right now for my target area this evening. Why is this thing swinging around here? Okay, yeah, so for those just tuning in, I'm here in Woodward, Oklahoma, where we have an enhanced risk for severe weather this evening. 10% hatched area has been put down by the Storm Prediction Center. Possible strong tornadoes. Just got my coffee from Twister's Coffee Company in Woodward, Oklahoma. It's huge. I didn't expect that to be so much coffee. There's also snow, first winter weather warnings, winter storm warnings of the year. Wyoming and Deadwood, South Dakota area. Besides the tornado threat here, we also have strong winds and hail. Let me show you guys the risk area. So here's from the My Radar weather app, where the risk area is at. My location is the little blue circle, the little blue dot. Now you guys can get this and follow along yourself in the My Radar weather app. You can see where the threat is at. If you're in the threat area, obviously you can watch radar. You can check your forecast, see what the timing is and when the storms will be in your area. And it's a dynamic thing here. The storms are the prediction of the forecast. It's constantly changing as the models get fed more data, and you get closer to the actual timing of when the event happens. You start getting better forecasting in the models. So that's why it's important to keep watching these models through the day, see how they update, see what changes. Let's see, is that Woodward that I'm at? Yeah, so this storm is coming right. Woodward is like right in the hot spot. I see I left my dot on radar scope. I just turned that off. So for those just joining in, we have a enhanced risk here in western Oklahoma, up into Kansas, western Kansas, all the way to Nebraska, eastward in Kansas towards Wichita. Wichita is right on the eastern edge of that enhanced risk. And then the enhanced risk also goes, it's west from my location here in Woodward into the eastern Texas Panhandle and southward all the way down to Altus, Oklahoma area. And then within that enhanced risk, we have a 10% hatched area for tornado possibility. So that hatched is for strong tornadoes, so EF2 to EF5 tornadoes possible. And I'm just kind of monitoring the situation here. What time is it? It's 1:30. So we still have another 6 hours or so till storms might initiate. It's getting sunny. Wind is picking up. I gotta see if I can pick up the scent of that barbecue again. I'll smell it over here. I'm gonna drive the other side of the parking lot. Sure, there's a Double Six Diner here. Get downwind from the Double Six Diner. Oh, okay, I smell it now. I think it's coming from the Double Six Diner. There's no way I'm getting barbecue from the Double Six Diner. Let me get behind the Double Six Diner and see if it's coming from back here. Could just be blowing over the Double Six Diner. You get upwind a little bit from the Double Six Diner and remove it as a possibility. No, I don't smell barbecue. I think it's from the Double Six Diner. Just here in Woodward, Oklahoma, driving around trying to track down good barbecue for a Storm Chaser food review video ahead of potent severe weather setup this evening. Beef. That's what that license plate says. 5RS beef. They probably just got liquid smoke in there and are tossing it out the grill so it wafts out of the vent at the top of the building. Trick people into getting their barbecue. Okay, I'm not going in there. But I do want to get some water in there, so hold on. I will go in there and I'll just take a quick gander. Wags. Is Wags in Woodward? Okay, you guys hang out here for a minute. I'm gonna go check out the barbecue situation here and get water. All right, I scoped out the situation at the Double Six Diner, and they do indeed have barbecue in there, but there's no way I'm getting barbecue from a convenience store out of Principal, so I am going to top the gas off here, and then we'll do a little bit more danger zone discussion here in just a second. Okay, I'm back. So for those just tuning in, I am currently here in Woodward, Oklahoma, ahead of potent severe weather setup this evening. Storm Prediction Center has an enhanced risk up. Enhanced risk. Here it is as seen in the My Radar weather app. I'm the little blue dot. Make sure you guys get the My Radar weather app today, especially if you're in this danger zone, so you get alerts. And you can track the storms on radar. Oh, they severe warned that storm to my east. See that? Severe. Sure, it's highly elevated and it's hauling ass. Moving very fast. So I won't be chasing that. Sitting tight here in Woodward. Watching for storms to initiate in about, it's almost 2, so in about 5 hours, looking for storms to initiate to my southwest and then big supercell to make its way up here towards Woodward. Here's the severe warning storm here. In this little yellow box here. Racing off to the northeast. Just to my east. That's what all that dark was to the east earlier. Canuck Girl, welcome, EF3 member. Nice. I'm just gonna point to the northeast here. That's the direction of that severe storm. That's the top of it there, probably. Or it's hidden behind some lower level clouds. You can't see the top of it. Oh, that's the bottom of it there. Let's see if I can't track down some good barbecue. Wow, the wind is ripping down here too. Crazy. It's starting to feel like a severe. It didn't feel like a severe weather day this morning, but it's changing quickly to feel like a severe weather day. All right, we got Chase's Barbecue Shack, 4.8 stars, 85 reviews. Wag's Barbecue, which was recommended, 4.2 stars with 300 reviews. Those look like my two choices here, Wag's and Chase's. Got some pictures here. Outside of Chase's look like. They've got a pig as their mascot, it looks like, breathing fire. Chase's Barbecue Shack. I like the sound of it because it's got shack in the name. Alright, I'm gonna look at pictures of Wags. Okay. I don't know. I think I like the prospects of Chase's Barbecue for my barbecue storm chaser food review video here. Six minutes away, 2.2 miles. All right, let's go to check out Chase's Barbecue Shack. Air pressure in my tires is going up because the sun came out. It's getting warmer. Oh, wait, it says to go right. Get the Chase barbecue shop. Two miles to 8th Street. Yeah, I saw Wag's Barbecue, but I also saw Chase's. Wag's has more reviews, but a lower review score, which is naturally going to happen if you get more. You got more potential for a-holes to downvote, give you a bad review if you don't deserve it. So, but Chase's has a higher review, lower count, probably both about the same. So I looked at the pictures of both. And I think Chase's kind of looks more my style, but we'll see when I get there. This is Woodward, Oklahoma you're looking at here. In the danger zone for severe weather this evening. Enhanced risk, 10% hatched tornado area. A nocturnal event, so storms will be firing at or after dark. Make sure you get that My Radar weather app. Get alerts, especially for an after dark event. You're gonna need something alerting you. Keep your phones on, your volume up, so if you fall asleep, you'll get alerts. Either from the National Weather Service through the cell towers or from the My Radar weather app alerting you to tornado warnings and such. My recommendation, also because I'm a weather nerd and I like the weather, would be to not go to sleep. At least someone in your house stay up, keeping an eye on what's going on with radar, the alerts, watching local news, so that in the event there is a tornado warning or tornado coming towards you, you could wake the rest of your household up and get them into your safe spot or shelter. And if you're living alone, then I would just suck it up and expect to have a tired day tomorrow, but to stay up and watch the storms through the evening. Once the storms pass, then you can go to sleep. And it'll be quick because it's going to be a line. So depending on how far east you are, if you're in Wichita, Kansas, in the far eastern side of the zone, then you're talking like after midnight. It'll be in the middle of the night that storms come through. But it shouldn't storm for more than an hour or so in any given area once the storm passes through. Unless you're in, like, say, Woodward with that cell that looks like it fires, supercell fires out ahead of the main line of storms. You would get that storm coming through, and then a little bit later, the main line of storms coming through from the west. So, but the best bet, this is in a dynamic, evolving situation. So your best thing to do is to. Seems like Chase's is right next to Wag's, because here's Wag's up here on the left. But I turn left at this next street for Chase's. Interesting. Well, that's good. I get to see the outside of both of them. Wag's right now I see is a brick building. I like barbecue that comes out of a brick building. taking a left here. There's Wags in the corner right there. That red brick building there. Wags Barbecue, steaks and fajitas. I had fajitas last night from someplace and it was not that impressed. I wouldn't get them again, let's say. I did not do a food review video of it though. I was too tired. I just wanted to eat. Went to bed early last night. Hey, Chase's is up here on the right. Yeah, they're right next to the neighbors. Chase's and Wags. They have outdoor seating, it looks like. That's just a three-way stop. That's weird. Right next to Rick's gun shop. Okay. I'm gonna kill the Facebook stream, you guys. But I'm gonna leave YouTube up. I'll do the food review video live on YouTube. So if you guys on Facebook want to see the food review video live in the making, you can go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Otherwise, I'll post the video to Facebook later. All right, dropping Facebook. See you guys on Facebook. I'll be back live streaming on Facebook once storms initiate this evening. So stay tuned. I just need my Facebook phone to be able to do I use that phone for my food review videos. Alright guys, I'm gonna go start this food review video outside and then I'll bring the food inside and do the eating part live. Okay, so I've ordered my food here at Chase's Barbecue Shack in Woodward. I was checking, make sure I didn't do them injustice and say the wrong name, but I got the pork ribs from their recommendation. She says that's their best, and then I got brisket because I gotta try the brisket. And then they threw in a free banana pudding for me, so I'm really excited about that banana pudding. We'll head into the car now here and eat the barbecue from Chase's Barbecue Shack, Woodward, Oklahoma. So here we go. Let's head inside. It's locked. Got my menu. They gave me a menu. All right. Back in the Chase vehicle here. Got the live stream up on YouTube. Got a live stream the making here of the food review video. All right, guys, I'm back from ordering, and they gave me a free banana pudding. All right, it's time to eat some barbecue here. Let me get the film and go back up here. Time to eat barbecue, total takeout. Check that out. All right, let's get this bag open. I'm really excited about the free banana pudding I got. That looks like the free banana pudding. Yeah, we're gonna save that for last. Potato salad. Oh, I think this is recording back. The screen didn't swap around. I gotta start that recording over. Camera was facing the wrong way. Stupid camera. Okay. I'm gonna start this over again. Yeah, I do them on YouTube and Facebook.
We want to know. I just called Chase.
Yeah, sure. It's you can just search Aaron J. Jack and you'll find it.
So like A-A-R-O-N?
Yeah, and then the last name Jayjack.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chase has been on a couple of things like Oklahoma, kind of things or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he gets excited because he's super. This dude's awesome. He's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like, he was a respiratory therapist. He's my age. Like, he's 43.
Okay.
Respiratory therapist for 15 years, like contract all over the country.
Gotcha.
Seattle, like the Black Hills, like all over.
Yeah, so I love the Black Hills.
Yeah. He lived there for a couple years.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite places in the country. So.
He says the same freaking
Yeah.
thing. He loved his time there.
Yeah.
But anyways, so then one day they brought him to here or whatever, and then he just one day was like, this hospital's really corrupt, which the whole industry will, the whole industry is.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't do this anymore, I can't watch it anymore. So he just had already done catering on the side, always just done that on the side. So
Yeah.
he opened this thing up 7 years ago, got best barbecue ever here.
Nice.
Just closed the steakhouse that we had open for a year and a half. And,
Just to focus on the barbecue?
Well, it was at the Elks Lodge. He had all these great ideas to make it big, and they didn't want to go along with anything.
Oh, I see, yeah.
The dude never stopped thinking, so he's, he's like, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
But now he's putting in what everyone thinks is a coffee shop.
Okay.
On Oklahoma Avenue, but I think, you don't want to tell me, but I'm pretty close. I think it's like a drive-through, like a bar kind, like a drink, like maybe a...
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Beer barn type thing, yeah.
So anyways, he just never stops. He's the coolest dude in the world.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
Anyways, I called him, or I was like, hey, guess what? And I was like, I gotta go ask him if we can see this. So,
yeah, I like to smoke my own barbecue too when I'm at home and whatnot. So I'm really
cool.
But that's why I generally go to a lot of barbecue places when I do the food review. So I don't focus purely on barbecue, but I like barbecue and so I tend to go there a lot. So
well, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks.
Goodbye.
See ya. All right, so we got the total takeout barbecue here. It's an interesting bag. Back to the food review video here. I was just talking to the lady that served it to me. She called the owner to tell him about my video. So here is what looks like the banana pudding. Saving it for last. This looks like the potato salad. utensils. Receipt, don't need that. Oh. A hand wipe, that's a good sign. Moist towelette is very important. If they're providing that, they probably have good barbecue. Okay, let's pull the goods out of here. Come on back. Leave it on top of the bag for spillage. And here is the barbecue. We got brisket, there's the beans, a roll, and there's those ribs. Some nice bark on those ribs. Barbecue is chopped up. I usually like it in slices, but just get a look at that bark. Okay, I'm gonna try this piece of brisket right here first. I'll show you guys real quick. Here you go. Okay. All right, here goes this piece of brisket. First thing I notice about this brisket is it's moist. And that's good. Nobody likes dry brisket. Not an overpowering flavor in that piece. Let me give it a little more darker bark. Well, I like the moistness of the brisket. I just wish it had a little bit more barkiness, saltiness, smokiness flavor exploding in my mouth. I'm not quite getting that. It's very tender though. It does have a good smoke. And now I'm starting to let me breathe out a little bit. I can taste that smoke a little bit better now. But I do like to get a little bit. I wish it was a little more saltier, a little bit saltier of a taste. All right, let's try out these ribs. So here's these ribs. Now these ribs, I think these are going to be better. So I think the lady was right that the ribs are their best. She didn't say anything about the brisket, but she really was talking about these ribs. And at first glance, I can see, oh yeah, it's nice and soft, moist, and it's got that nice bark on it, which I think is going to give it all the flavor. So let's try this out. Here's the rib. Okay, here's one of these pork ribs. Chase's Barbecue in Woodward, Oklahoma. Chase's Barbecue Shack. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, that's a really good rib. It's kind of a nice hybrid between a piece of ligament there. It's got a nice hybrid flavor or style between a St. Louis rib, or like a, not a St. Louis rib, but the ribs that they smoke in more of Dixie Alley. But it's not quite all the way there. It's a little bit like a Central Texas rib. So it's kind of a cross between those two, if that makes sense. It's a little bit wet, but not dripping wet with sauce, and it's got a dry rub, it seems like. I like both styles of ribs, so the fact that he's married the two styles of rib here together. Yeah, that's a really good rib. I ate the ligament and lots of ligament. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys another lick here. Let me show you the other rib. Here's the other one. Maybe this one has less ligament. That's a great rib. I like that rib. It got a little cold though. I was talking too long. All right, let's check out some of these sides and the barbecue sauce. I think that brisket will be a little bit better with some barbecue sauce. Here's that barbecue sauce. Get it a little tastier first. It's a very sweet, honeyish barbecue sauce. I don't really like barbecue sauce like that, but let me try it with a piece of brisket. It's a little too sweet. It goes decent with the brisket, but I don't like such a sweet barbecue sauce. It's a little too sweet for me. A little too syrupy, sugary. But that's okay. Some people may like that. It's just my personal preference is to not be such a sweet, sugary barbecue sauce. So, all right, let's try out some beans, and then we've got potato salad, and then this roll. May as well just try this roll now. Yeah, it's a roll. I'd rather have cornbread, but that works. Probably won't eat any more of that. All right, beans and potato salad. I have to break out a fork here for beans and potato salad. Beans. Let's take a look at these beans. Beans. Can't get the beans. There we go. A little drippage. Okay. They look like your standard beans. Texas cowboy style beans. Hopefully not sweet and sugary like the sauce, but that seems to be the way this place leans, is a little on the sugary side. Let's try this out.
Thank you. Have a good day.
There's a little bit of sweet, but not over sweet, so that's a good bean. I like the beans. Okay, potato salad. All right, got the potato salad here. This thing open. Oh, my potato salad. Looks like a good potato salad. Classic Texas barbecue potato salad, although maybe it has some pepper or something. Red pepper or something like that there. Don't usually see that in Texas style. So again, this place kind of seems to infuse multiple types of foods, but let's try this potato salad out. Potato salad. Yeah, it's a perfect potato salad. A mustardy potato salad. Just like Central Texas, so what I'm used to. Last but not least, we have the free banana pudding that I was given that apparently is just made here, fresh this morning, and it's supposed to be really, really good. And they gave me a free one, complimentary. So let's give this out, give this a try, and then I'm gonna go back to finishing these ribs and maybe some more of the brisket. So let's try out this pudding, this banana pudding. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. I want to lick that. Banana pudding. Oh. Holy shit. That banana pudding is incredible. Okay, that is some really good banana pudding right there. I'm gonna lick that lid now. Oh yeah. Oh. Last time I had banana pudding that good was in Dixie Alley at, let me think of the name now. I can't think of the name of the barbecue place. Maybe Love something maybe. A really good barbecue place, and they're kind of a regional chain there. And they had some amazing banana pudding, so that was really good banana pudding. The ribs of banana pudding, excellent. Loved it. Brisket, I could do without the brisket next time. I'd rather have more ribs than that brisket. And then the sides were good sides. So overall, I really liked Chase's Barbecue Shack here. You see they got a long line. Now there's people are showing up, I guess, for early dinner. Maybe it's 2:30, so this concludes the Storm Chaser food review video from Woodward, Oklahoma. in the severe weather threat area here today. Fueled up on some good barbecue. It's like being back in Central Texas again almost. And also Dixie Alley at the same time. Really interesting barbecue. So try it out. I do recommend it. The ribs and the banana pudding. Storm Chaser food review video over. All right, guys, that's it. Done filming now. I gotta edit it and finish eating here before these flies get it. That pudding is so good. Oh, thanks for the donations, guys. I appreciate that. Just now noticed it. Stupid fly. Better start the car before the battery dies or something. Gotta eat the rest of this rib. The rib's really good. Oh my God. I'm getting swarmed by flies, you guys. Shit. I had to shut the window. Some of my media didn't get captured. What? Where did those videos go? Oh wait, there it is. Oh, I thought I lost the opening video. This is Storm Chaser, Air J-Jock here for another food review video. Get out of here, flies! Get off the pudding! Yeah, I'll teach those flies. Stupid fly. All right, I'm done with that meat. I'm just eating pudding now. Where the flies get it. I ate all the ribs. I left most of the brisket. Didn't like the brisket. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It's just not what I like when I eat brisket. But those ribs are excellent. Could really use 2 moist towelettes too. Yeah, that brisket definitely needed better bark and more smoke. It's actually, I don't know that it had plenty of smoke. I think its problem is that I don't think whoever made it put enough dry seasoning on the outside to build a better bark, to then capture more stronger flavors in it. So the meat did have a smoky flavor to it. It just was missing the bark. So if that guy got best barbecue in town, he did not get it with that brisket. He likely got it with the ribs, because the ribs were good. Not the best ribs I've ever had, but all right, I'm gonna upload the food review video for you guys. This is Storm Chaser Air. Okay, video is uploading. I'm gonna take a look at the models and stuff again. Hey, the Storm Prediction Center just did a meso discussion. They're going to upgrade to moderate risk for my location to my northwest. Confidence increasing for tornadic supercells. Here, let me read the discussion for you guys. Okay. Upgrade to moderate risk. Discussion won't load yet on the website. Food review video uploading. Upgrade to moderate risk. Holy crap, there's so much going on. I can barely contain myself here. It's another damn fly. I think I got them all now. Boy, they're all hiding. SB hiding flies. This is my favorite drinking water in the whole world. Ozarka, Texas spring water. I found a, look at this. That's what happens if you try to steal someone's banana pudding right there. Flicked it out the window. Yeah, I think the banana pudding sure did just hit my system. Cloudy out again. Okay, it's loading now. An upgrade to Category 4/moderate risk will be introduced in the 20Z Day 1 convective outlook to reflect a greater risk for strong tornadoes. The latest high-resolution/convection allowing model guidance consensus has been generally trending upward in the intensity and longevity of deep, moist convection over portions of the southern high plains. Potential exists for multiple discrete or semi-discrete supercells to develop ahead of a Pacific front late this afternoon and evening. These storms are expected to progress eastward into an ambient environment characterized by very strong low-level shear, resulting in large, curved hodographs and effective shear values exceeding 400 m², s², especially across portions of southwest Kansas, northwest Oklahoma, far northeast Texas Panhandle. Here, potential exists for at least a few intense cyclical tornadic supercells to develop, and a long-track tornado or two cannot be ruled out. As such, portions of the Central Plains will be upgraded to Category 4 moderate risk in the coming 20Z Day 1 convective outlook. Yeah, I'm going to move a little north and west. Or just west. I'm going to go west. Like towards Follett, Texas. I think. Man, the caffeine and sugar is really just coursing through my veins right now. If I was like 5 years old, I would just be a terror. Luckily, I'm a grown man and I can control my sugar intake. Man, I don't know. Maybe I just need to stay here and drop a little salt. This really sucks waiting. I'm going to move northwest to south of Laverne, or just Laverne area. Just because there's good north-south options. Good north option into Kansas, and south options and west. I think that's what I'm going to do. This is Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser food review video is live. Okay. I'm gonna head towards the Laverne area. I'm not sure about the geomagnetic storm, and I don't think it has really any effect. Who knows? That's starting to go beyond my expertise. Okay, gonna move west and north slightly. I'm in Woodward, Oklahoma, Noel. All right, you guys, why don't you check out the Storm Chaser food review video if you haven't already. And I'll be back live when we get closer to initiation time. Just gonna make a little trek to the west here towards Laverne, Oklahoma, and go closer to where I expect initiation to happen. And then you guys just be prepared for my live stream, subscribe, sign up for our notifications on the channel. And I'll be back in the next probably 3 to 5 hours or so. All right, thanks for hanging out this morning for the Danger Zone discussion, food review live, and we'll see you in a bit. Thanks for all the new members and subscribers and for the donations. I really appreciate that. All right, be back in a bit. Stay tuned.